Hello, everyone. My name is Jose Caballero. I am a senior health education specialist here at Solano County Public Health, and today I'm here with Mayra.
Hello, my name is Mayra Montaño. I am a mental health clinician with Solano County Behavioral Health. Jose, thank you for having me again.
Awesome. Thank you for being here. So how are you, first off?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you doing?
Doing great. Waiting for the weekend.
Great. What plans do you have for 4th of July?
So originally my plan was to go out to a restaurant, and then I was probably going to go to the movie theaters and then maybe the zoo. I wasn't sure about the zoo.
Okay, and I know that Governor Newsom has made some changes, and specifically here in Solano County. Can you talk to us about those changes?
Yes. So Governor Newsom has ordered that certain counties, not just Solano County, close down some of their indoor activities. So, for example, my plan to go out to a restaurant, I'd have to make sure that that restaurant is now outdoors or that they have outdoor seating. I probably won't be able to go to the movie theaters just because I don't know too many outdoor movie theaters.
Mhm.
So I could still maybe go to the zoo if they have adapted to all of the changes that we need. And this is mainly due to the increase in hospitalization rate. I'd like to first start off by saying that, this 4th of July really is different. It's different for us because COVID-19 is still very present in our communities. Um, just because, certain businesses have opened up, it doesn't mean that we should relax the way in which we feel about COVID. We have to understand that going out and being in settings where we are with other families, where we are with our friends, people that don't live inside of our household, truly are higher risk activities than, for example, me interacting with a cashier for 5 or 10 minutes while I'm getting checked out. There's usually a barrier that has been put there, or there's enough distance to where that activity is lower risk than if I'm hanging out with a friend or with a family member that doesn't live with me, and we are talking probably less than 6 feet apart. We are probably not wearing masks. And those things are just, they're higher risk. We've seen that a large part of the increases that we've had here in Solano County have been due to family gatherings. So it's important to remember that, the best way to celebrate 4th of July is to celebrate the fact that we can continue having this safe distance, that we can continue being safe, and that we can continue protecting the people inside and outside of our family. You know, there it's important to be mindful of who we may be exposing if we have COVID-19. And I know that, people have heard this time and time again. You're probably tired of hearing it. I'm tired of hearing it. But the best way to stop the spread of COVID-19 really is through washing our hands, disinfecting with hand sanitizer if we're not able to wash them for an adequate period of time, disinfecting high-touched surfaces, making sure that we're using a face covering, especially when we're not able to maintain that 6 foot distance, and to make sure that, like I said, we really are avoiding those family and friend reunions that really pose a really high risk to not only us but to our community. And I know that I have personally felt a little more isolated because of this, and I wanted to ask you, what kind of impact does this have? What can I do?
Thank you for your question, Jose. Yes, sheltering and isolating does increase some symptoms for us, and especially if we're already having mental health needs, it can perpetuate those mental health needs. Our mental health is very important. It's part of our overall health, and it impacts how we feel about ourselves. It impacts our actions, and it impacts how we interact with others. So if we start to notice that we have increased sadness, if we have increased anxiety and feel anger more frequently, it might be time to ask for support. And here in Solano County, we have a warm line that can be reached at 707-784-8538. And also California has a peer run line. It's 855-845-7415. And if you or someone you know are starting to have thoughts of suicide, please call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255.
Cool. Thank you for that information. So with all that being said, what are your plans for 4th of July?
this 4th of July, I plan to stay home and celebrate with my family that lives with me.
Cool. I will also be doing some modifications to my 4th of July plans. So we'll probably be doing the same thing. Mayra, thank you so much for being here, for taking some time to do this video and informing our community. I really appreciate you. Thanks.
Thank you, Jose.